Council President Minto. Here, 6 present, 1 absent.
All right, we'll go right into the public forum, and anyone that would like to speak on anything on this evening's agenda, please come up to the podium. 5 minutes, name and address. Okay.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There were other names.
Yeah, come on up, Doris. That's okay.
Evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Anastasia Robertson.
I'm so sorry.
78 Troy. 78 Troy.
Sorry. Oh. Anastasia, is that on?
On the bottom, there's a little,
At the bottom.
little switch.
No?
I don't see a light.
I think Andy up for it.
Evening all. I'm Anastasia Robertson, 788 3rd Avenue, Troy, New York. One of the things that I wanted to talk a little bit about was the golf course. And I have nothing against the golf course, but when you, Ms. Montella, when you spoke about how our streets need doing, there's other infrastructure that needs to be taken care of, how our pocket parks are neglected. One of the responses that came out was, well, you're not looking at it as an investment in terms of doing the golf course, because there's no real return or no immediate return when you do the infrastructure, pocket parks, etc. That's not true. The biggest thing you gain out of taking care of the infrastructure is community, the people, right? Families use pocket parks. We all drive on the roads. We all want to come out and see street lights on so that we can feel safer. So to say that there's no benefit or no tangible dollar benefit to taking that money and putting it to better use is false. I can understand if you're a golfer and that's your thing and that's not a problem. I sat on the council that approved that first bond. And my thing is, if in fact the people that sat at this table tonight and other people maybe before them, if they weren't necessarily the same persons, did not know that if you were going to put in an irrigation system, that you need a drain system also, then I don't think you're doing a job that well to sit up here and ask for millions of dollars just a few years later. The total investment, if the whole thing was to be bonded, is over $5.5 million, more like 5.6 if I'm not mistaken. I'm just doing it in my head. And there's nothing wrong with spending that kind of money on an investment, but there's something wrong when you spend that kind of money on an investment. It does nothing for the public, meaning the people of Troy. I get it. It's a business. It makes money. It's enjoyable. But number one, it is not open to everybody in Troy. In that same area, there is a small public park right there. It runs the sprinklers and stuff in the summer. There's also the big building there where the summer sports program used to run out of. Summer sports program is no longer there. Skating rink no longer there. The public park hasn't seen an investment in I don't know how long. But yet, we can cut all of that out, even though it's on the same property, and just dedicate millions to just the golf course itself. And I think that if you can take a budget, if you could take what you asked for, 3.8, what was it?
3.4 initially.
3.4, and drop it all the way down to 1.8, you obviously don't need all that money. And if you really think and believe in your heart that the investment return on that property is going to do what they say, where they can raise it $100 over a couple of years, then why don't the park take its revenue and do what needs to be done? You're going to get your money back in a couple of years because you're going to raise all the rates up. So why do you need the city to do it? I'm confused. And how much of that revenue? And if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to do at the very least pay for it yourself, then if it's not going to come back, as being paid back to the city for bonding this thing, then can we get some of that revenue to fix those pocket parks? To fix those roads? To put some lights on people's streets so that they won't feel so scared to come outside? To make sure that our garbage is picked up the way it's supposed to be, not just the way we're charging people to pick it up? I don't have anything against the golf course. I don't golf. So my love is not the same as, some of y'all, and I get it. But at the same time, I do recognize that the biggest investment you can have are human beings, people. That's your biggest investment. So the only thing I ask is that when it comes up for the next vote, that you guys think about that and think about what our city is lacking, what it really needs. We always, we run on platforms of people are our number one priority. I'm here for the people, but we don't conduct our business as if we're here for the people. And that's all I want to say on that. I had something else, but I'm sorry, it slipped my brain at the moment.
It's okay,
Thank you.
Anastasia. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda? Hey, Eric.
Good evening, Eric Wisher, 30 Fairfield Road, Fort New York, President Troy Uniform Firefighters. We'd like to speak in favor of the $800,000 for firehouse repairs, the contract with Comcast, or Comstar, I believe it is, for the ambulance billing. Hopefully we can recoup some of the lost revenue from the previous company. I don't know how much that is, maybe we can find that out, but it's probably in the hundreds of thousands of dollars that was lost. We're in favor of the adopt the fire hydrant program. A lot of people do show their hydrants, but there's a lot that don't. And that big storm, we brought in the National Guard, and thank God a lot of it melted after that. But you can't do calls and training and shovel it. There's not enough hours in the day to do it all. You know what I mean? Jim talked about investment revenue, right? We jumped 2 rigs, ambulances. Yesterday we gave away 5 calls. Yeah, I'm going to say the average is $500 a call. It's probably more than that. There's hundreds of calls given away every year. I think there's a return on your investment by staffing those ambulances. I think it will provide better care for people in the city to have an ambulance. We had a fire in South Troy the other night. The only ambulance we have that responds to a fire is Medic 4 downtown. They're out on Old Wolf Road in the town of Colony. Covering for them because they're busy. We're busy. Waterlee's busy. The whole system's broke. Somebody's got to start staffing these ambulances. The commercial ambulances aren't doing all their calls. And we think if we staff our ambulances, it's an investment in the community, and it provides better care for our people. And it's an investment in the people, right? In their lives. To have an ambulance available when they have a medical emergency. Or to have a fire truck on duty when they have a fire. When all the ambulances are out, we lose engine 2 and truck 1. Those rigs respond to almost every part of the city on a fire call. When all 3 are out, we lose 7 guys on an initial alarm. So it is an investment in people. And golf course is a good thing. There's return on investment there. But, this is a life or death situation for some people. If there's not an ambulance or a fire truck, and we just want to make people aware that it's a small investment to put some guys on those rigs to respond to these calls. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, Eric, do you mind stepping back? Councilmember Garrett had a quick question.
Sure.
I just want to know how much would it cost to actually employ enough firefighters or to fill up that truck.
To staff both those ambulances, you'd probably need about 15 guys, 16 guys, or be 4 guys per shift. When they were at full pay with their benefits, with their health insurance and all their training and everything, I would say the cost would be approximately $90,000 to $100,000 per position. So you're probably looking at $1.5 million. You could, if you're giving away hundreds of calls a year, some of those calls are $2,000 a piece, depending on the level of care that's provided, so.
I only ask that because I'm sitting here listening to everybody go back and forth about the golf course. And immediately, the reason why I voted no was because I feel like that's why our money should be invested into. And I didn't know that number, but I was looking at the fact of when you guys came in here and presented the conditions of the firehouses themselves.
Mhm.
So, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good point. Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda? Okay, we're going to close the public forum. Going to local laws, we have none. Ordinance 117.
Ordinance authorizing the re-levy of unpaid amounts relating to water bills onto the 2020 property tax bills. Councilmember December at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second, Councilmember Kennedy. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Ordinance 117 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes, and 1 abstention.
Ordinance 118.
I meant to abstain now.
Okay, yeah, so four,
402.
yeah, 402. That's fine. That's okay.
He seconded it.
Okay, can we go back? We'll go back. Councilmember Garrett, motion, Councilmember Cummings, seconds, 2 abstain. Thank you. Ordinance 118.
Just give me, I'm sorry. 1 hand.
Sorry.
Off to a good start.
402, correct?
Perfect.
Be a long night.
All right. Goodbye. Okay. Ordinance 118.
Authorizing the re-levy of unpaid amounts relating to garbage fees onto the 2020 property tax bills. Councilmember December at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Cummings. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 118 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 119.
Ordinance authorizing the re-levy of unpaid amounts relating to vacant building fees onto the 2020 property tax bills. Councilmember December at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Cummings. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 119 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 120.
Ordinance authorizing the re-levy of unpaid amounts relating to water and sewer shop work bills onto the 2020 property tax bills. Councilmember December at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Cummings. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm abstaining.
Ordinance.
I'm abstaining.
501.
Ordinance 120 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes, 1 abstention.
Ordinance 121.
Ordinance authorizing the re-levy of unpaid amounts relating to garbage bulk fees and garbage violations onto the 2020 property tax bills. Councilmember December at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Ordinance 121 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes, 1 abstention.
Ordinance 122.
Ordinance ordinance adopting the general fund balance policy. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinance 122 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 123.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate funds from the capital reserve. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
Second, Councilmember Kennedy. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 123 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 124.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund and capital projects fund budgets to appropriate funds from the capital reserve for the purpose of Mount Ida Dam. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 124 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 125.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate funds from the snow and ice removal reserve. Council President Montallo at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 125 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 126.
Ordinance amending the special revenue budget to accept a New York State Homeland Security grant for the purpose of purchasing cybersecurity and interoperable communications equipment. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully with a yawn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Ordinance
Opposed?
126 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 127.
Excuse me. Ordinance declaring certain city-owned property as surplus and directing the comptroller to dispose of said property. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? Just want to once again thank Joe from RLT, who actually has hung out tonight. He stayed with us, and all the neighborhood folks that came out the other night, and our Council Sue Steele and Councilmember Cummings. I think we're going to have a good partnership project out there. Further discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Ordinance 127 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 128.
Ordinance 128 was withdrawn.
Thank you. Ordinance 129.
Ordinance amending the capital projects fund and general fund budgets. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Just for the public's knowledge, this is $80,000. Now, this was not spent, correct, Andy, in this year for the firehouse repairs? Is that what this, because you're basically, we put money toward it, but now,
It was originally, so the 80,000, I'm gonna get the months wrong, but maybe in September, the council approved $80,000 in the general fund. Then October, you guys approved 150,000 to the capital fund. Again, the months, it may have been October, November.
yeah, that's okay.
As many of you know, it's easier, right, to look at how much we spend on something in one account. So we're just taking the 80,000 and moving out of the general fund to the capital fund, so there's one account. So yes, there is a facility improvement account in the general fund for the fire department. If there's a capital project set up for improvements to the firehouses, it makes more sense to have it all in there as opposed to the general fund, in my opinion. So we're taking the 80,000 that was originally appropriated in the general fund in 2019 and moving it to the capital projects fund. So it's all in one account.
Did we spend majority of that money? Do you
A
know?
portion of it may have been spent, but what I'll do is once this is approved, I'm gonna move all the activity with it. So it's just a reclass of the entire account, actual and budgetary.
Okay. I want to hit that, and I saw we didn't hit it. Thank you. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 129 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 130.
Ordinance amending the capital projects fund and general fund budgets. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett with a yawn. Discussion? Okay, all in favor? Opposed?
Ordinance 130 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 131.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 water fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 131 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 132.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 sewer fund budget. Council at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, tie. Councilmember Garrett wins. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinance 132 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 133.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 general fund budget. Council President Mantilla at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 133 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 133, or 134, sorry.
134, we're gonna do after the bond
That's
resolutions.
correct, thank you. Ordinance 135.
Ordinance amending the code of the city of Troy, section 189, Councilmember December.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. I'll second the motion. Discussion?
Council President,
Yes, Councilmember.
I'd just like to thank the council, my colleagues for working with us on this resolution, on this ordinance, which seeks to reduce our the polystyrene products, plastic straws, and plastic bags in our city. Thank you all for working with us on this, and looking forward to seeing this move forward.
Beautiful. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 135 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 136.
Ordinance authorizing and directing sales by the proposal sale method of city-owned real property, Councilmember Cummings.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion, Councilmember Gully, second, Councilmember December. Discussion? I flipped the two. Once again, thank you, Joe.
For the typewriters.
Yes. We flipped the two, that's all. Yeah, and the handheld parking, okay? Further discussion? All in
Aye.
favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 136 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
We'll go to resolutions. Resolution 92.
Resolution appointing commissioners of deeds for the city of Troy, Council President Mantilla.
Motion.
Do I have a motion?
I'll second the
Motion, Councilmember Cummings. We have a second, Councilmember Kennedy. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 92 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 93.
Resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement by and between the City of Troy and Bonds Airline Service Station, Inc. and Phil's Automotive. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Come on, guys, we're almost done.
I lost track.
Resolution
Resolution
93
93 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 94.
Resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement by and between the City of Troy and W&B Golf Carts, Inc.
Do I-
Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Resolution 94 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 95.
Resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a 3-year agreement with Comstar LLC for ambulance billing services for the fiscal years 2020, 2021, and 2022. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Andy, someone had mentioned earlier recouping any of the monies lost through this horrific company that we unfortunately were contracted with. Any chance or no? No. Okay. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 95 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 96.
Resolution determining that proposed actions are type 2 actions for the purposes of New York State Environmental Quality Review Act. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
Second, Councilmember Kennedy. My phone died. May I borrow with you?
Sure.
Or
Procedure for bonding.
Do we need to amend it?
amendments? We should probably amend this.
So we should postpone until after the bonding?
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
we will do this after the bonding,
Put it to the end.
All right.
What are we doing?
the seeker.
You have to pass the
We
secret.
have to do it first, that's correct.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll let him amend that.
I mean, does it matter if the seeker has the wrong dollar
Let
sign?
me see.
Alright, so it's page 255, item 9. Wait, you don't have to.
I don't think we do.
You don't have to amend the golf course as a seeker.
Oh, it's not. Just
I don't
move
think
forward.
we do. My phone died, so I can't see.
Right, so it's fine if it has the wrong number or has.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So for example, in 2018, when January, there was the meeting was January 11th, the seeker was passed as is, and then the bond resolution, if this council's amended it on the floor in January. In 2018, the seeker was passed out of alignment. There were things on that seeker that were not in the bond resolution, so it's a
The
move
point
forward.
is, there's nothing that we're bonding that's not on the seeker.
Correct, that's the more important thing. If you're
Right.
adding a piece to the seeker.
Fair enough, fair enough. Andy, thank you very much. Resolution 96, we have a motion, we have a second, further discussion. Thank you, Andy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 96 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 97,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $200,000 serial bonds to finance the cost of the demolition of buildings and structures in the city. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Cummings, discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Resolution 97 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 98,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $905,000 serial bonds to finance the costs of various projects for the Department of Public Works. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Garrett, discussion?
Council President,
Yes, Councilmember Cummings.
I don't think we've ever got an updated list of vehicles. Can we just make sure that's still on the to-do list?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, well, then I missed it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I thought we did.
I was searching for an email from Sean. I'll search for one.
Do you mind re-emailing that possibly?
No,
Okay,
don't worry about it. If you
Will
sent
do.
it, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
all right. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 98 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 99,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $800,000 serial bonds to finance the cost of various projects for the fire department. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Councilmember December, do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 99 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 100,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $160,000 serial bonds to finance the cost of various equipments for the city golf course. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December, discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Resolution 100 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 101,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $350,000 serial bonds to finance the reconstruction of various streets and sidewalks in the city. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 101 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 102,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $422,500 serial bonds to finance the cost of various projects for the Recreation Department. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 102 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 103,
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $3.777.
it was amended.
It's not amended.
Are we,
This is the bridges.
Oh, I'm
Seven,
sorry,
seven, sorry.
it's in my head, I apologize.
Bond resolution of the city of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $3,777,000 serial bonds to finance the reconstruction of various bridges in the city. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, tie, Councilmember Cummings wins. Yes, the grant.
So the grant amount is for the 3.58, but the total project is 3.77, which takes into consideration our match. It's a 5% match.
Okay, so we can bond for the match.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. Total
thank you,
project cost.
thank you.
Council President,
Councilmember Cummings.
I just want to thank the administration for addressing infrastructure with this level of fervor.
Certainly.
We want to thank the state for also appropriating money. Further discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Resolution 103 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 104.
Bond resolution of the city of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $1,870,000 serial bonds to finance the reconstruction and improvement of the golf course in the city. Councilmember Cummings at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
I'll make a motion to table this resolution.
We have a motion on the floor, and there is a motion
Because
to,
it's tabled, it dies. There's no point.
Can we host another special meeting to consider the amended version?
you would have to do it before New Year's Day. So we have a motion, let's first motion second. We have a motion on the floor to table. Would anyone else like to table?
Motion to introduce it. There was a motion to introduce, but on the second.
That's correct. We have a motion to introduce. Would anyone like to second it? And then we'll take the motion to table. I don't know if you need a second, if we have a motion to table.
Certainly need a second.
So do we, well, we need a second for the tabling. We don't have a second for the introduction. We have a table on the floor. Would anyone like to second the motion to table? Okay, the motion to table dies. Would anyone like to motion a second to the original resolution?
I'll second.
Second on the resolution. Discussion. I'll ask for a slow roll.
We need 5
Lauren?
votes for this to pass.
Slow roll. I know. We need 5. Yes.
Councilmember Gully,
Yes.
Councilmember Garrett,
No.
Councilmember Parator is absent, Councilmember Cummings,
Yes.
Councilmember December.
Just to explain my vote on, to deferred maintenance is something we have a challenge with. That's why I'm voting in favor of this one. Aye.
Councilmember Kennedy,
Yes.
Council President Mantello.
I explained quite a bit earlier, and just once again, the golf course has come twofold. I live a block and a half away. I play there, I walk there all year round, and certainly it's a huge asset. However, at this time, I cannot authorize 1.8 million to the motorcycle account.
Resolution 104 fails, 4 ayes, 2 noes.
Resolution 105.
Bond resolution of the city of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of an additional $150,000 serial bonds to finance the reconstruction of South Troy Pool. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 105 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 106.
Bond resolution of the city of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $325,500 serial bonds to finance the costs of various projects for the police department. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
Second, Councilmember Kennedy. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 106 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 107.
Bond resolution of the city of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $647,500 serial bonds to finance the costs of various projects for the garbage department. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Councilmember Kennedy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Cummings, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 107 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 108.
Ordinance 134.
Oh, thank you.
Ordinance 134, ordinance,
Ordinance 134.
well, ordinance authorizing the city to create multiple capital projects and amending the capital projects fund budget to allow funding for capital projects. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
We'll first do a motion, second, we're going to have to amend it to motion, Councilmember Cummings, do a second, Councilmember Gully. Now I'll make a motion to amend to take out, the golf course and
Number,
anything else.
section 1, number 5 comes out. And then Schedule A, the golf course comes out. I can correct this and send it tomorrow.
Thank you, thank you.
Second the motion.
Okay, discussion on the amendment. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? On the amended ordinance, do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Cummings, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 134 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Thank you, Laura. We'll get back to resolution 108.
Resolution authorizing the retention of outside legal counsel for litigation and other law-related matters. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett, do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second, Councilmember Kennedy, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 108 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
109 is pulled. Resolution 110.
Resolution authorizing the retention of outside legal counsel for bankruptcy and bankruptcy-related matters. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Ty, Councilmember Garrett.
I'll take a second.
Second, Councilmember Gully, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 110 passes, 6 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 111.
The Troy City Council requests the mayor implement and adopt a fire hydrant program. Council President Mantello.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. I'll be very, very brief since it's the last resolution. As Eric Wisher from the fire department mentioned, we have over 1,000 fire hydrants, if not more, throughout the city. This is a partnership program. Many folks out there right now are already clearing fire hydrants. This would actually, I'd like to have the administration look at Rochester, some other municipalities all across the state have implemented this program. They have an interactive map whereby people would actually fill out an application by email. They get back that they adopted that particular fire hydrant all year round. During the summer months, they would actually clear the area. It'd be an interactive map. The red are not adopted, the green are adopted. It's pretty cool. And it's a great way to build pride in the community. So saying that, I really appreciate my colleagues' support on this. The administration would have until April 1st to implement this. So it gives a lot of time, much like the plastic bag. And once again, I thank my colleagues for supporting this. And that's that. Yes, council member.
Motion to adjourn.
You really think that's funny? Seriously?
Yes. I want to go.
All right, so I mean, this goes into effect March 1st.
No, April.
Well, the resolution says March, but
Aye.
you can change it to April if you want. I think the broader issue I have with it is that it goes into zero detail as to what we actually are expecting out of administration from it. I mean, we can pass it as a resolution.
It's requesting
Has
the
no
administration
force.
adopt the program.
It
It
seems like
absolutely
to
does.
me, a way of getting at this might better be to work on the details. Ideally partnering with the union, partnering with other stakeholders to actually work on the details. Because my sense is that there's not interest or capacity within the administration to,
This is so
Implement this
simple.
program.
Honestly, you just pass a plastic bag.
Sure.
And seriously, you're looking at implementation of a fire hydrant program where literally someone fills out an application, emails it in, and the city administration can handle it.
I wanna go home and this is.
It's a
Say it
simple
itself, sure.
resolution requesting the administration, there's models out there. The fact of the matter is, once again, the last meeting, the last reso, it's all political because I'm sponsoring it, and it's very sad. So, let's just seriously, there is. Further discussion.
No further discussion.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Resolution 11 passes 5 ayes, 1 no.
All right. So do we have to do a public session?
I will take a motion to, we do, would anyone like to talk about anything not on the agenda and happening in your community? Please do not discourage folks. Would anyone else like to come up and address the council? This will be the last of the year.
I just wanted to say this.
Councilmember Kennedy, I would just ask that you sit down. We do have a member of the public speaking. Councilmember Kennedy, please sit down. Thank you. Go ahead, Anastasia.
The year is coming to a close. Some of you will be back next year and some won't. Regardless of which side of the fence we stood on, I just want to thank you all for taking the time and putting the city first and doing the best that you can with the tools that you have. I especially want to thank you, Ms. Garrett, for stepping in at the last minute for a role that, some of us did, some of us didn't. Just going forward, whether you return to the council or you don't return to the council in 2020, always remember, people first, pledge to do no harm, and that way all the city moves forward together. Thank you one and all, appreciate it.
Thank you, Anastasia. Would anyone else like to address the council? On a last note, we did thank the colleagues going out, and I just want to thank Councilmember Garrett, Councilmember Parator's not here, Councilmember December, and Councilmember Kennedy. Despite disagreements, whatever, we're all here for the right reason. So thank you for your service and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you.
Council President, my thought exactly. Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Merry Christmas here at Plastic Kingdom. And I'll just say, it's been a very unique experience over 2 years, and thank you for being here, even coming as long as December 19th. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember December. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Hey, how's the knee? Coming along. Merry Christmas.